Spring's right around the corner. And if you remember back when we had that microburst a few Aprils ago, it came completely out of the blue. And I mean that literally and figuratively. 1 minute the sky is blue and calm. The next thing you know, it opens up, all hell breaks loose. Again, literally and figuratively. Nobody wants storm damage. But if it happens, you want a team you can trust. Listeners of the DAP in the Hood podcast receive $500 off a roof replacement when you use promo code DAP. Here's how to apply it. Visit bluecollarroofingsc.com. Navigate to the online instant estimator. Enter DAP under project details before submitting. If you'd rather speak to someone directly, call the office at 803-670-0343 and mention promo code DAP. And let them know that you heard about Blue Collar Roofing through the DAP in the Hood podcast. Use promo code DAP and save $500 of your roof replacement. Now let's get to the show.
So my name is Byrd, First Sergeant Byrd from the Army National Guard. I've served currently 22 years in National Guard Army. I've had I had 4 deployments, and I got my 5th one coming up here shortly in the near future. Twice to Afghanistan, once to Kosovo, and one to Kuwait. Yeah, so.
Well, thank you for sacrificing your time.
Oh man, no worries. I look forward to being here. Thank you for having me too, by the way. I like this little setup. This is
I appreciate it, man. I got a little bit of my personality in here. We got some Grateful Dead over there.
Yeah.
And Winthrop Eagles. I'm an Eagle dog. I got my diploma up there, bro.
That's right.
That's right. Like all that money my mom and daddy invested in me it didn't go to waste. It's not in vain.
Yeah.
So shout out to them. Alice in Wonderland, The Locks, Uncle Joey. So comedy, music, art. I love it all, bro. I'm gonna go ahead and say how you and I met. And it's kind of crazy because volleyball season starts next Monday.
It does.
So I was the assistant coach for the volleyball team, and your daughter.
That's right.
Was one of my daughter's teammates.
Yeah.
And one thing that stood out to me, dog, one day, it's a lot going on during those games, right?
Always.
And sometimes we miss things.
Yeah.
Sometimes the referees miss stuff. The people that's calling the game. And one of the parents was like, yelling at me across the court, bro. Yelling at me at the other coach. And that's just not how you handle that kind of stuff.
Nah.
And then but you had approached me, dog, pulled me out to the side. It was so much love and respect, dog, with the way you approached me, bro. And I knew you was a solid dude, bro. Like your character was out the roof.
So I could imagine you doing what you're doing. I got a question for you.
Of course, what's up?
What is it like coaching your own daughter? Because I felt the stress. I don't need none of that.
It's fun.
Yeah.
It's pretty awesome having a direct impact on her.
Right.
And Ben, you talked before we started recording, but
yeah, it's
a lot that comes with it, man. And I want to talk to a therapist about it because, I have her during the week. So if we outside, we doing homework, she dealing with me during the week with that, and we outside practicing in the front yard.
Yes.
Then when we get to practice, she don't want me on the court saying nothing to her, dog. And I don't blame her.
Hey, but you was a good coach, though.
I really appreciate that, man. No, seriously, dog. I took it very serious, man. It's very important that we guide the youth, obviously, dog, in the right direction. And one of my main things with them, I was like, man, please just pay attention.
Yeah.
And be aware of your surroundings at all times.
Yeah.
That way y'all don't run into each other.
That's
you don't
right.
get hit in the face with the ball.
That's right.
And y'all got to work cohesively as a unit and have each other's back. And that's a good life lesson, bro.
You sound like me talking to one of my soldiers right now.
That's what I'm saying, dog. We got to start while they're young, bro.
Yeah, seriously.
But I think that and I had touched on this with Coach Wofford up at Northwestern High School. He's a football coach. Mm-hmm. Shout out to him. When I'm on the court and I'm getting on my daughter, and I get on each player. I don't get on them, but I'll tell them to help them say, hey, you did this. Why don't you try this angle?
That's right.
Make sure, with the serve and whatnot.
That's right.
Everything in between. And she feels like I'm harder on her than anybody else. I'm saying? I have to play both parts while I'm at home, dog. So it's tough, dog. It's not easy. Yeah. It's a challenge, bro.
Yeah.
That's why I do jujitsu. I train jujitsu, not to be an MMA fighter. Shout out to all of them. I respect all of them. But I train for life.
Yeah.
For everything that I don't have control over that's going to come at me, at least I can breathe.
That's right.
Rule number 1, don't panic, right?
Don't panic.
Let's think about what's going on. Let's get strategic with this. And dog, you train jujitsu, man.
Yeah, jujitsu. Yeah. It's just you and your opponent. It's all on you.
It's all on you, dog. Yeah, I always bring jiu-jitsu up, dog. I try not to, but it is what it is.
Man, it's a
I
good
see
foundation.
it in everything, bro.
Yeah,
you need to come up to
foundation.
Carolina family, man. Dog,
Hey.
you got to come up there, dog. You got to meet Coach, man.
I'll be out there. Just let me know when.
Coach Joey, what's up? Dog, I got to bring this up, dog. I'm going to tell you how awesome he is, dog. I ordered a jiu-jitsu dummy so I can practice at home.
Yeah.
And I was asking him about to get a mat. Like, what should I order a mat from so I can train at home? Yeah. I can train lyric. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's right.
And he was like, go on eBay. So I'm like looking around on eBay. I've never actually bidded for anything on eBay. Long story short, come to find out, I was going to be preoccupied during that time that the bidding stops. Oh, shout out to Xavier Bermudez at Modern Warrior MMA. Shout out to all of y'all. Me and him did a 2-hour-long podcast yesterday evening. So my point is, Coach bought it for me, dog. I'm gonna pay him back. Obviously,
that's what's
dog, he took
up.
time out of his day to watch that, dog.
Dang. Hey, that's what's up,
man. So yeah, please come up there. Now, so with that being said, what was life like in Rock Hill growing up?
Life. So for me, I grew up in Rock Hill in Chester. So, but I spent more time in Chester than I did in Rock Hill. So I only spent about my 10th grade year in Rock Hill, but other than that, it was Chester. Chester was a definite culture shock for me growing up in Chester, Pennsylvania, moving down to Chester, South Carolina. I grew up listening to everything from Papa Roach to Biggie Smalls to but I came down south. It's a different vibe. It's a different culture. And a lot of people didn't like me that much when I first moved down here. But then eventually I found my little clique, football team, everything started, meshing for me. And man, the rest is history.
Yeah, I thought you when you told me Chester, you was talking about Chester right there.
Chester, South Carolina?
Yeah.
Yeah, but I was born up in Chester, Pennsylvania.
Oh, so it's a Chester, Pennsylvania.
Yeah. Okay. Parents split up, divorced, and ironically my mom moved down to Chester, South Carolina. And we did a little back and forth for my dad and my mom, but most of the time I was in Chester, South Carolina.
Bro, thank you so much.
Shout out to them Cyclones, by the way.
Shout out to the Cyclone at Carolyn. You be taking the kids to Carolyn?
What? Do I every year get a season pass? Every year.
You get a fast pass?
I mean, I don't do the fast pass like I used to, but
they're waiting around and drenching sweat.
Well, I mean, you get your season pass. You go during the weekday.
You got to go during the right time.
Yeah, go the right time. If it's too busy, go let them just swim. If it ain't busy, go get on the Fury.
When did joining them, so think back, regarding the idea of joining the military.
Yeah.
When did it stop being an idea and you got proactive about it?
Yeah, so my dad, he served in Vietnam, right? Injured, came back home a little early. I grew up, hearing the stories. So I always kind of knew that I wanted to. So high school, playing football. I had the opportunity to go play at Morris Hill College for football. I just thought about always wanting to be a member of a team. I was like, you know what? Man, I'm just going to pull the trigger. So long story short, I feel like I've always wanted to do it. Like I always knew it was in my plan to do it, and it just felt right. And then 9/11 was around about the time when I was coming up too, graduating in 2004. 9/11 was fresh in our minds still, so.
Do you remember what you was doing when it happened?
Yeah.
What you was doing?
I was in school. Yeah. I was in my economic class. Yeah.
I think I was in the chemistry class.
Watching it on the screen, Everything stopped. Everything paused for that, that one day.
Bro, it was crazy. Yeah. I remember I think I was in chemistry class. Mr. Bartles, Northwestern High School.
Yeah.
I remember that name. And I just remember being in the mini gym, dog, and one of my friends, Michael Galtez, dog, he had somebody that maybe was connected that lived up there or something. I just remember seeing him. He was so emotional about it. It was crazy, dog. When things like that happen, man, then we just go on with our lives and things just keep happening. They keep building up, dog. What's going on?
Yeah.
Do you have hope?
Hope.
Can you give people hope for what's going on, with the wars and AI, just everything that's going on, bro? Man. Do you think we're gonna be all right?
So I think ultimately, I'm very spiritual in my faith with the Lord. So ultimately, I think that we win, right? Everything is supposed to happen. It's supposed to happen.
I'm with you every step of the way on that one, now, bro.
Right? Because coming up to 9/11, from COVID, everything else under the sun, what I've seen that this world is always in chaos, but I've always had my own peace. So those that are worried out there about, the chaos of the world, I ask you to pick up that Bible, look at your inner self, and grab your own peace. Because that's how I get down with it. You know what I'm saying?
Perfect. I'm so glad you said that. That was a perfect answer, dog. Because all that stuff that's going on, like I was telling you, I'll be thinking about that.
You can't. You go crazy.
I can't bring that in the ecosystem of my brain and my thoughts, bro. I got too much stuff going on.
That don't mean don't be oblivious to it. Don't set up for because obviously I got my 30-day supply where everything I need to do, my go bag. I got everything I need to do. I got my stuff set up for if or when it happens. But that being said, I don't let it stress me out.
What's one of the most memorable thoughts that you have or memories from this past Christmas?
This past
Christmas morning.
Me growing up or just my past Christmas?
I'm talking about as a grown man this past year.
Yeah.
What do you remember about this one specifically that might have stood out to you?
You know what? My son, this was his first Christmas coming back from college.
Nice.
And so he actually helped me be Santa, So him helping me put together the trampolines and things of that nature. I think that's for me is the most memorable. I got a 19-year-old son.
That's legit.
Yeah, 11-year-old daughter and an 8-year-old daughter.
Because you know where I'm going with that question.
What's that?
Christmas morning, I woke up, I went straight to the cabinet, popped up with some ivermectin, took down the whole tube, dog. Christmas morning, raw dog. I only think I took a sip of water, dog. Hey, I ain't know what to do. I ain't know what else to do. I had tried everything else, dog, for the most part.
So I don't know if that helped you or not, but I know ivermectin's real. It helped me out.
Yeah, I'm gonna make sure I keep it. But you said I was only supposed to do a little bit of it, ain't
Just a little bit.
I did the whole
It has weights on it, you supposed to take about like a 200-pound dose.
Lord,
man, it's like the size of a pea. You're supposed to take, not the whole tube,
Man. So regarding your decision about, getting into the military, was there any fear that came with that?
Any fear?
Or you felt more so that calling, like you knew.
Yeah, so there was never any fear. Even going overseas and experiencing firefights for me, I'm not trying to sound like I'm bad, I'm hard, but I've never really had fear. If anything, things kind of slow down. It kind of feels like a video game. I don't know if it's our culture, and Call of Duty was a thing, Halo was a thing, maybe it just, for me, it felt like more like a movie than real life. That being said, also before deployments and during deployments, I've always found myself being that guy, having Bible studies, and I've always felt protected.
You got that spiritual foundation.
I always feel that way. I always feel that way. Because either it's from fasting and prayer, I feel like whenever I'm seeking an answer, some way, shape, form, or fashion, I always find it. And it's not like I'm super smart, I just feel like, I got a direct line, a direct feed, sometimes, especially over there.
Yeah, I mean, humans, man, we all known for taking things for granted.
Yeah.
And that's one that I took for granted for the longest, man. I got a food bank for my soul sitting in here in these pages, man. So, got to get a dose of that, dog. You know what I'm saying? Got to be as consistent as possible. Because it does make a difference, bro.
Oh,
I'm not going to go into detail, man, but like when I make a acknowledgement, and I'm locked in on Psalms and I'm reading Psalms, I'm telling people about how I'm in there and it's helping me.
Yeah.
I take a couple of days off of reading, things start to fall apart, bro.
I'm
dead serious.
Yes.
I'm not gonna go into detail, dog, but the devil will try you.
Yeah.
He will sneak in there.
That's right. The battle is for our mind. Yeah. I'm telling you, if you're not on pages, something else is going to get it. Whether it's an audio book or
it could be anything. What you least expect, dog.
That's right.
So what humbled you the fastest after putting your uniform
on? So I was humbled from, I would say, experiencing bad leadership. And I know that's kind of a vague term, but when you got a good leader. And I feel like I'm gonna take a quote from "We Were Soldiers" from Colonel Hal Moore. Okay. He was saying on the lines of he's the first one on the field and the last one off the field. Mm-hmm. And I've experienced leaders that is the first one on the field and last one off, and I've experienced those that's the complete opposite. And you can feel it, and it's a gut punch when you realize that you have a leader that's over you. And he puts his life above your own, and now you're like, I'm gonna give you an example. There was a time when we were in Afghanistan, and we were supposed to go have a meeting. We call them shuras with some of the locals. It was a foot march. It was only supposed to be 2 clicks. Well, anyway, it turned out being like 11 clicks one way. So it turned out being a 22-click foot march there and back to our compound. Right? So the guy that was over me, I'm not going to say his name, that was over me at that time, the platoon sergeant, out of shape, made a comment of, oh, if a sniper shoots me right now, he'd be doing me a favor. Stopped in the middle of the foot march, putting everybody's lives in danger. Didn't care, just completely exhausted. You know, and then so what we did was we had to run up and catch up with the forward lead element, tell them, hey, we had to stop. Guys tired. You know, they're like, oh, man, here we go. And then long story short, we ended up having to take all his weight, spread it out among the team, you know, and, you know. But that's a humbling moment. It was that time in my life when I realized, like, hey, if I'm going to actually pursue greater things, and I won't be that type of person. That makes sense.
It does, man.
Yeah.
Well articulated. I mean, because, you know, you have a responsibility.
Yes.
And you have to hold yourself accountable, even though you're on a team. Like, yeah, we on a team. People going to, like, help pick up my slack if something happens, but, like, you can't come out there unprepared like that,
yeah,
bro.
Yeah.
You can't put everybody else in that situation, putting people's lives in danger like that. Now, I hadn't even been to boot camp. I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm just saying as far as logical reasoning in my mind and my brain. So I don't mean any disrespect to the guy.
Yeah, definitely not.
Who, you know, I mean, at the same time, I'm sure it's a learning experience for him. And also back to you experiencing bad leadership that taught you, hey, I'm gonna turn this experience, I'm gonna making it to a positive experience because I'm gonna be a leader one day. I know how not to lead. I know
That's
what
right.
to do and what not to do.
Yeah.
That's how I look at my last job, though. I learned so much on how I like to treat people I work with.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Anyway, so for the people that don't understand it, like, what does an armored crewman actually experience that civilians never ever see?
Yeah, so for those that don't know, my primary MOS is 19 kilo, meaning I'm a tank commander. So the ins and outs of that is just, so you have a platoon, and it comprises of 4 different tanks. And it's just like, and within that tank, you have a 4-man team. And that 4-man team is inside that one vehicle. And you guys eat, sleep, fight all together. Because at the end of the day, your 4-man team element can go do something by themselves. Now, granted, you always tend to move with the wingman. So you're generally never really completely by yourself. But there's times when your wingman might be doing a support by fire operation somewhere a click away. And you're just because, I mean, that weapon can shoot very far. Tanks can shoot very far. So distance is key. Separation is key. You know what I'm saying? Because we can see far, shoot far, operate far. So it's just a cohesion like no other, you know? So my secondary or MOS is 11 Bravo, which is infantry. I've done that for a while too. But that being said, never been as close with the group of people as I have been with my exact crew. Right, because you got to learn everything about them, and there's many times and many hours you guys spend and you're just talking about your lives, talking about your day to day. Before you know it, you guys are saying similar things, talking similar. You know what I'm saying? Experiencing their lives. So
Yeah, like completing each other's sentences and stuff.
yeah, oh yeah.
There's no higher level of camaraderie, is it?
Nah, I can't think of one.
Because I be comparing like being like a tight end on the OL, you know what I'm saying, training jiu-jitsu, but y'all do something different, dog.
Yeah.
Obviously.
Yeah.
Plus y'all train jiu-jitsu together. Y'all do it all together. Like you say, man, y'all do it all together, man.
Yeah.
Y'all family, literally.
You'll find yourself spending more time with them than you do your own family.
Yeah. Wow. So now the fact that you're a staff sergeant, like, when did you realize that rank doesn't really automatically equal leadership?
So for me, I'm a first sergeant. Just recently got promoted. Thank you.
Congratulations.
Back in December. Anyway.
Bro, my bad.
Nah.
I apologize. I had updated that. Okay.
It's no big deal.
We all make mistakes.
We went together.
I mean, I ain't mean no disrespect, dog.
Oh, I hope you don't think I felt that way.
All right.
Nah, yeah, no disrespect. No. So for me, I realized when leadership. What was the question again?
Basically, your rank doesn't automatically equal leadership.
Oh yeah. So there was a time when I was in Kosovo, and I had a squad leader that he was loud. He talked the talk, and you could have sworn up and down he was the man. But when I say he didn't care about none of our personal well-being, all he cared about was himself and just was all around just not really that good of a guy, right? That's when I realized that the rank, your squad leader, staff sergeant, did not make him a leader. In fact, at that time, I was one of his team leaders. And I felt myself running the squad more often than he did. So I was under him, but I felt like I was doing majority of his work. So, and I don't mind doing stuff like that. And that being said, I take what he exposed me to, and turn it into something different, right?
Yeah.
Because he put me in a position where I had to learn more and do more. It only made me better.
Yeah.
Right. It only made me better. But that being said, I did realize that, just because you got the rank don't necessarily make you a good leader. And it's really satisfying when I got promoted and I got promoted beyond him, and then, shake his hand, let him know, hey man, thank you for all you do. And if you need anything, let me know,
Y'all ain't never had no problems?
Nah, not after that deployment. But there's people in the unit that know. There was a time, an incident that we were up on the OP, counting vehicles, looking at people. It's nighttime. Had some NVGs, and he set them on top of the Humvee. Well, at the end of our shift, as you're leaving to go head back to the Cobb, he didn't procure his NVGs back, and we drove off. Some things were lost. So that being said, our first sergeant at the time came to me and was like, you know what them MVGs are, don't you? And I was like, nah, I swear I don't. He was like, but to this day, he swears up and down and thinks that one of us took his MVGs and threw them because, that's just the type of character he was. And he knew we didn't really care for him too much. But I would never do anything like that. And to this day, I was like, nah, man, he just did not grab them. We drove off. I remember him putting them on the Humvee. We drove off and them things was gone.
See, like, in his situation, if you're doing things the right way, you won't have to worry about somebody hiding your stuff. I guess you can if somebody just playing with you, but if people really don't like you because you're not being a good leader, then you're gonna get that, like, what's the word called? Insecurity. Yeah. Like when you don't live right, you have way more insecurities.
Yeah,
I
definitely.
I learned that after surrendering to the Lord, dog. It just changed everything.
Yeah.
So, all right. What's the biggest difference between someone who has authority and someone who actually wants to follow? What's the big difference between someone that has the authority and some people that actually just want to follow? I think some people are just to be sheep, bro.
Yeah.
I think that's kind of what this question is. It's a good question.
Definitely. So I think that especially in a structure for the Army, you're able to operate, like, you got to respect the authority, right? I can respect the authority, but I can respect the rank, but I ain't got to respect the man, right? So authority, without the authority, there will be chaos and structure. There will be no structure, right? So in a given day, if my commander or battalion commander, whoever say, hey, Byrd, do X, Y, Z, I'm going to do it because that's what I signed up for. That being said, though, there's definitely a difference because there's people that you feel compelled to follow, and those people that you feel compelled to follow, man, you'll give your life for, right? And I've experienced leadership that was like
You wouldn't even think about it.
You don't even think about it, man. You don't even think about it. Hey, man, can you do? Yeah, you ain't got to finish your statement. I got you. You almost feel like you owe them something. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Almost feel like you owe them something. Even if you don't, you feel like you owe them something. And all they're doing is just feeding you. And I think that, a good leader feeds his subordinates, for lack of a better word.
Dog, that's how I feel about my jiu-jitsu family, dog.
Yeah.
Automatic.
Yeah.
It's like, that's why I love it. And then you get that muscle memory. It's like part of my muscle memory. What? Okay, like, let's go.
Yeah.
Like, we all want to avoid violence, man, but
look at your mat. That's leadership. He ain't have to get your mat for you. You know what I'm saying?
I'm not playing, bro.
Yeah.
I think jiu-jitsu can save the world.
Yeah.
For real.
At least.
Get the youth in it. Stop the bullying.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
We got to be honest with our kids. Did you watch the episode I dropped? This is kind of off subject. With the I did at Brattsville.
I hadn't.
With the 2 slave descendants and then the descendant of a slave master, and the 2 ladies are related through DNA.
No.
And they family, they hang out, bro. Please gain some perspective from that, people. We got to get it together and move forward. Stop living in the past. Healthy reflection of the past. Do not dwell in it.
Yes.
You know?
Yeah.
There's something to that. I think that's healthy. A healthy way to think.
100%.
I don't know, man.
I mean, I take that approach to my life just in general too, though. Yeah, we got history that, don't dwell in it too much.
Of course.
Yeah, but if I dwell on my past, yeah.
Man, I'm trying to tell you, bro. What do in your experience, what would you say that most young leaders get wrong in the very beginning?
So, dealing with young leaders, I feel like they try to do too much at one time. They have a tendency to feel like they got to do it all, right? And that's very overwhelming. If you think about when people say, hey, Byrd, how does it feel? You serve, thank you for your service, thank you for all you do. And for me, it's like, I only do what I do for the people that's around me. It's a very small section, meaning like, I only fight for the man to the left and the right of me. I'm not fighting for the entire United States. Now, if the outcome overall helps them and benefits them, to all be the glory. But for me, it's just for that small section. That's all I can focus on. So you have a tendency to have those young leaders thinking like, oh man, here I go. I'm a new E5. I'm a new sergeant. I gotta do this. I gotta do that. I gotta do this. And they just do too much and they get overwhelmed. They get burnt out, or they miss the small stuff by focusing on everything that's just too big.
So would someone such as yourself like talk to them about that when they first get into that experience as a leader in the beginning?
Correct. So if you gotta, I'm not trying to, slander someone else's leadership skills or their techniques, but for me, yeah, it's something called NCODPs or something like that where you can actually teach your subordinates beneath you. You're pouring into them. Because for me, I know I don't have all the answers. I can't do everything.
Right.
But the more I feed into my subordinates or those lower enlisted, then they can turn around and make me and everybody else look good. Because ultimately, at the end of the day, they're the ones going to be doing more of the fighting and the heavy lifting.
Nice.
Yeah.
So with that being said, how do you correct someone without breaking them?
So each person's different.
Right.
Some people you got to break.
You got to understand the individual.
Yeah.
Before you can even deal with them. Like everybody got a different personality, right?
Everybody got different personality. I had one soldier, man. He was going through a divorce, overweight, and I'm like, we're gonna run until I get tired, I'm just yelling at him, and eventually he starts crying, and at that moment he broke.
Yeah.
He broke. But from that moment, man, from that breaking to now what he is, now he's like a lieutenant in the fire department. And
probably started some real healing that day, maybe. That's probably a part of his healing process.
So I knew he was going through some things, but I didn't know just how bad it was. He was like, she's leaving me. And I'm like, well, you better run and be ashamed, And anyway, broke him. And then, man, he just turned into something amazing, Yeah. And then some people, you can't break. They're just soft. Like their mental capacity, you can't get them to that threshold, or they'll just shut completely down. And it's like probing a little bit at a time, trying to get a feel for what they can take and what they can't take.
Yeah. Kind of like what they did with us with COVID. How do you demand discipline without killing morale?
I ain't lying.
Brother, you got to maintain discipline. Like, how do you do that without like breaking down the morale?
So, maintaining a high standard. So once you establish that culture, and you keep that culture to where it's at, and everyone that comes in conforms to the culture instead of changing the culture, it becomes second nature almost. Now, when you're talking about morale is fluid, right? Because you're dealing with a large formation, you're not going to make and keep everyone happy, right? But you got to think about the grand scheme of things, and the big picture is The big picture is for me is once I empower that individual and that individual learns and he realizes that he himself is a leader and he starts to grow and making others around him grow, then he himself improves his own morale, which improves the morals of others, right? So for me, it always starts with culture and training, because one of the worst type of soldiers you can have is one that's idle, bored, and untrained, right? Because at the end of the day, people have a tendency to be like, oh, I don't have to work out. I know that when the bullets fly,
They'll get complacent.
I'm gonna get strong. I'm gonna get my adrenaline. No, you're gonna crash. Because when stuff happens and things slow down, you fall back on your training. If there's no training to fall back on, fratricide and all that crazy stuff.
That the individual have his or her own chaos going on internally.
And
'cause you got to make decisions, bro. Like, and you got people that depend on you.
100%.
Literally.
Is
it harder leading soldiers or civilians? Would you say?
Civilians, I would say. Yeah. You can curse a soldier out and he'll.
What if you went into a jiu-jitsu gym and you had to lead them? It'd be a little easier than regular civilians, all right?
They different breed. That's a different breed.
I just love it, dog. I just love it.
Different breed.
Okay. I wanted to ask you. I'm gonna wait and ask you about the firearm thing.
You want to join the army?
I want to ask you about the firearm thing bad. So I'm just gonna ask you now. Did you talk to anybody about like me coming and like training with y'all, or at the very least, could you like? I know. Well, you could help me like show me how to like take my Glock apart and clean it.
Yeah.
Just outside of that kind of thing.
Correct.
Can we do that one day?
Yeah, 100%.
Because I need to shoot it, man. I ain't shot it in a couple of years.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna shoot it after it not being clean for years. Obviously, I want to do it safely. Easy. If you could like help me, man, I'd appreciate it.
That's too easy. Main thing.
If not, it's cool. No love lost.
Yeah. I got you. It's too easy. Drop that magazine, clear the weapon. We can take it apart and clean it for you. Show you how to do it. It ain't hard at all. Glocks are one of the easiest things to take apart.
Yeah, dog. 'Cause I don't really I don't like the whole idea of having to use a gun. I really don't, dog. But unfortunately, the way we live in,
I'd rather be prepared and have than not have to need it. You know.
Yeah, I'm gonna get the whole list of what I need to get, dog. You know what I'm saying? I'm serious, man. Because I got to teach Lyric how to use. I got to teach her how to use a firearm safely when she get to a certain age. I mean, she's 10 now. A lot of people teach their kids how to hunt. At least the boys starting at like 5-ish. At least have them out there with them, and then I guess about 8 they get them to shooting. I don't know. I've only been hunting once. I haven't shot at an animal yet.
Yeah,
but I'm definitely happy to be able to learn how to acquire protein for my family, dog.
Yeah,
and then I'm gonna go on this foraging tour in Asheville. I can learn some things about what's around in the woods I can get. And that's a whole thing. That's this whole initiative I'm a part of, dog. We trying to figure out what herbs we can grow in our backyard.
Yeah.
You know, get your own garden to educate people what to do with the kids, dog. You get out there with your kids and you planting vegetables and fruit. You going out there harvesting and getting what God replenishes us with seasonally. He gives us the seeds, dog. We just got to plant them joints, man. And take care of ourselves, dog.
I just need to know when and how and where. You know what I'm saying? Because I think some seeds you can only plant during certain times of the year, things of that nature. Yeah, the rotation.
Just stay tuned, brother. I got you.
Yeah, thank you. I appreciate that.
I'm so doing this for everybody.
It ain't for yourself.
If you listen to this, you haven't subscribed yet. What are we doing? Look at all them emails you get. You subscribe. You got all them junk emails. I'm not really putting out junk, man. It's just some good information of what I'm doing. And I say that very humbly because I'm not the person with the information. I'm just facilitating it. I know a little thing, some stuff, a little thing or two. All right, that was a good co-tangent. Let's go ahead and set the hook, snatch it, and reel it back in. Dog.
Hey, I'm being serious though. If you start learning how to cultivate that stuff, put me on. I need to go.
Oh, look, 100%. Brother Wally Cathcart, he's on the interview I did.
Okay.
He has a farm out there on Landon Lane. Man. And I'm gonna go out there and document like when they start turning over the soil. He's gonna bring kids out there. He teaches them. Like he goes to schools and teaches kids about that kind of stuff, man. Yeah. About the importance of planting seeds. And definitely, man, buy his book, $20. Yeah. Holler at him on Facebook. Brother, it's Willie Cathcart on Facebook, but we call him Wally.
Oh,
great human being. Yeah, dog. He played in the Negro Baseball League.
That's what I need in my life.
So, yeah. Back to the scheduled programming. Yo, so what do coaches get wrong about like when they motivate young men? What do they get wrong that you've seen?
From coaching, well, I'll use you as a good example.
I'm gonna get up and do something. I'm sorry, you keep going.
Yeah, I think you got the motivational speech down pat. You know what I'm saying? Know your audience. First of all, know the age, know what they're into, you know, and cater the conversation towards them. Because what might motivate, you know, my daughter might not motivate my son. You know. So
let me ask you this then. So if you were motivating or teaching a high school team right now, like what military principles would you bring into that locker room like immediately?
Selfless service. Selfless service. You know, meaning me, because if you're part of a team, you got to put something else above yourself. Because people have a tendency to want to join something, and it's all about me. Especially nowadays in college, with the draft and things of that nature, people are more worried about their own individual stats instead of the overall health of the entire team. So, I mean, our culture, I feel like, is driven more towards me. And the Army is definitely a culture shock for a lot of people when they realize that it ain't nothing about you. It's all about that green, you know? And by green, I ain't talking about money. I'm talking about that uniform they put on. So it's just stop being that individual, selfless service. Put yourself on the line for another individual.
Yeah, sacrifice yourself for the greater good.
Yeah, and I live by that. So for me, if I'm willing to die for a complete stranger, could you imagine what I'm willing to do for somebody that I know? You know, so
that's why, like, I love jiu-jitsu, but I do, like, I know in my heart that football is important, basketball is important, team sports are important.
Yeah, losing is important too.
Yeah, and you know, learning how, like, piggybacking off of what you just said, learning that, man, I might not score all the points in the game, but if I'm boxing out, getting the rebounds, getting the turnover for the teams, I'm distributing the ball, we got on offense, we can score. That gives us an opportunity to win the game as a whole, as a team, in unison, in cohesion. Teaching that in an early age, man, teaching people not to be selfish, that's just so important.
Oh yeah, don't take plays off.
I'm so glad I had the opportunity to do this, dog, because I really feel like I'm helping people with this. And having people on like yourself, dog, it means so much to me, dog. Yeah. Ooh, it's a lot.
What you're doing right now is selfless service.
It's emotional, dog. Like, it's like an emotional roller coaster, bro. It really is. Like, picking up on everybody's energies and locking in with them.
Oh, man.
And, like, the raw emotion of, you know, a room with different personalities. How they were affected by finding out that I'm a descendant of a slave master.
Yeah.
Just Christine, man. I got so much love for her for doing that. Being so brave.
Yeah.
And standing up and accepting it, dog. Like, that's love right there, man. Now, I love the parallelism with the military and the school and the teaching of jiu-jitsu and like school sports and stuff like that. It all goes in together.
Yeah.
We have the tools, man.
Yeah. I definitely feel like anything you do, you should give it 100%. To include hiking. You know what I'm saying?
Bro, hey, we went hiking. Well, I thought we was going hiking. You had something else in mind. What was we at?
100%.
Lynchburg Canal?
Lynchburg Canal. Yeah.
Yeah, here off the Catawba Reservation, kind of in that area. Catawba River.
Yeah, off the Catawba River.
I had met this guy. You know, I got a 25-pound weighted vest or whatever, and I was looking for it. I'm going on a hike, man.
Going on a hike. That's right.
He had his backpack. You had like ammunition enough for your weight,
yeah,
right?
Yeah. It's roughly about 30 pounds.
You know, we talking or whatever, and we getting ready to go on a hike. This man got done. He does this and grabs his backpack and starts running. I'm like, hey, where you going? What you doing? I ain't signed up for this.
I signed up for it 100%. You know,
man, I ain't about to be out here, man. I'll trip and slip and fall on something, dog. Be out of commission, bro.
I struck out running. Hey, where you going?
I ain't never been out here before.
Yeah.
But yeah, getting out of nature is so important, ain't it?
Man, yeah.
Dog, we had a recipe, dog. It's just so many other things out here to stumble us and get in the way. You know, alcohol was a big one for me.
Yeah.
What does accountability look like?
Accountability
for you and your squad? I mean, I know obviously that's a rhetorical question, but that might strike something in your memory to be like, yo, I knew one day that I was accountable for this, or maybe you saw something get triggered in one of your superiors, and maybe it was something that you were supposed to do.
Yeah.
It made you be like, okay, I got to do this, man. This is on me. This one's on me.
Well,
I have to hold myself accountable.
You mentioned alcohol. Obviously, we know that alcoholism is a problem when it comes to the armed forces, right? So, when we talk
I'm about to say something. Go ahead.
we're talking about accountability. So I got a couple guys in my formation that struggle with alcoholism. Because when you come back home, I mean, I know the Army and Yellow Ribbon program, they do their best to integrate us back into society. But people have a tendency to just want to get home and they keep stuff bottled up and don't really tell anybody those issues. But as a leader, talking to your individual soldiers, you have a tendency to realize that, hey, something's not quite right. And then you owe them that conversation to dig deep to see if there is an issue. Is there something underlying condition that you want to talk about? And I've had a tendency to realize that alcohol is a contributing factor to a lot of the issues that, some soldiers may have. And so I tell it to say, back in 2015, I had one of my closest friends. He ended up killing himself and killing his wife. And that being said, I took that to heart, obviously, being so close to him.
Yeah.
And I decided that anytime I have an inkling of an issue, that I'm going to address it. And within my formation, anyway, I have soldiers that has some problems drinking, but I'm not afraid to make that phone call or have that conversation or, hey, say, come on, man, let's go eat. I don't care where you at. I'll come to where you are. I'll drive 2 hours, whatever you got to do. And let's just have this conversation face to face. And so far it's been working for me, but you got to have that conversation. You got to have that accountability. Not saying I'm perfect, but I know I've been there where they've been at. And I haven't, when I was coming up, I've had that conversation before. I was pulled out of the darkness. So I'm just here to pull them out of the darkness as they see fit,
Yeah, you're a good human being, bro.
Nah.
You really are, dog. Was there like a first moment overseas where you had to make a big call when it like really hit you that you was the main one responsible?
Yeah, so it was probably my second deployment to Afghanistan when I was just a gunner that time. Don't Google my name because you'll see the video, Face of Freedom. There was a time when we were in the middle of a firefight, and during that firefight, in that command vehicle, I was the one talking to the planes, So not only am I laying down suppressive fire or telling the driver which way to go, but at the same time too, I was the one talking, to the planes to make the decision to, sort of like who lives and who dies, So yeah, for me, that was that time.
How do you deal with the stress?
There's no stress. So when I
know you're grounded spiritually.
Yeah. So the young me, there was stress. The young me, when I first came back, the 2008 to 2011 me, I feel like I had issues coping and dealing. But I'm telling you, when I get grounded and I'm in the Word and just maturing, for me that's how I deal with it. And also my family.
Bro, I was just about to say, ain't it beautiful? Like, something happened at Lyric School, and she was able to redeem herself. I'm so proud of her. Shout out to her. But, like, when you can, like, take a real-life situation and apply it to something that's connected in Scripture, and you have an opportunity to learn and grow with your child.
Yes.
You can't put a price on that.
You cannot.
You really can't, man. How did deployment change you mentally? Like your first deployment when you first got out there, like
so
like your perspective, even like
So for me, it's nothing matters. Meaning like if I'm wet, walking out in the rain, I don't care. You know what I'm saying?
It doesn't really matter. Sorry,
it doesn't even matter.
Linkin Park.
Yeah. I try so. Yeah. It's
Go ahead,
Park.
sorry.
I had to question myself. Yeah. Yeah. The traditional stressors didn't matter to me anymore. You know, like the stresses of work, the stresses of bills might being late, the things that typically and still to this day don't really affect me. You know, because there's always something worse. I feel like everyone in this nation needs to deploy at least once to third world country and see what oppression really looks like. You know, to see what, you know, kids running barefoot up alongside your convoy, all they want is a pen or a piece of candy, to really see what it looks like.
So I could, so I can stop complaining, man. Y'all be complaining so much. I complain from time to time, but
Oh yeah.
go over there and smell what it smell like.
Go smell what it smell.
And look at how they ain't really got no running water.
Yeah, I went 4 months without running water. Yeah.
Yeah, dog. I mean, I don't know.
Let's see
What does war on terror mean to you?
War on terror? To me, it's a concept that's never going to end. Because you're fighting idealism, an ideal.
Ooh, fighting idealism.
Like
Fighting idealism.
To me, it's not like traditional war. You can see, hey, you know, I'm going to take that hill.
Mm-hmm.
You see your objective, you see an end, and the means to an end. But when you say on terrorism, what is terrorism?
I don't know.
You know, the war on terrorism can actually create more terrorism. It's almost like a revolving door, like it'll never end.
But you got some good knowledge and wisdom, dog.
Nah, I ain't.
I mean, I agree with you, dog. I'm pretty sure everybody does.
Yeah.
For the most part. How did the pandemic change things inside the military, bro? Especially like in protocols and training, the aspects of that.
Yeah, so the initiation of the COVID vaccine was weird to me.
Well, what do you mean? Why would you say something like that? How was it? What do you mean?
So they never used to make a big deal about you receiving the vaccine, you know.
True.
If you had a medical excuse or a religious exemption, it was never like take it or get out. This one was sort of weird. That being said, I think it changed for the better, just because this is the first year that the flu vaccine was almost optional. You know, it's almost like, hey, your shot record showing this. Do you want to take it? Yes or no? Oh, you don't have to take it right now. Take it at your own leisure if you want it. So it's the first time I think that, you know, the powers that be are realizing like, hey, maybe we don't know everything when it comes to your health. So we'll leave some things in your hands, you know, and vaccines are one of the things that I feel like they put more in our hands that I feel like should have been in our hands to begin with for a long time ago. Because when I was young, I remember I got the hepatitis B vaccine. Like because they used to give this yellow card. It was your shot record. And if you lost that shot record, you gotta get all your shots all over again. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And every time you show up to get a vaccine, you be like, I swear I got this a month ago. It ain't in this computer, but I got this yellow paper saying I do got it. It ain't in the computer. You still, so I have no idea how many times I've gotten, you know, vaccines, you know, over and over and over again. But now I feel like their systems are better and I feel like they're more cautious about just administering it compared to what it was when I first got in back in 2004. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I'm not an expert, and we ain't about to get crazy with that.
Nah,
We're gonna move on.
Yeah, I ain't expert neither.
Well, Lyra got to get her shot. She about to be 11. She got to get another round of shots next year. So she's not looking forward to that.
Any of them you stand away from? You gonna give her the whole range, whatever they.
I'm gonna do some research.
Yeah, that's all we gotta do.
I'm not gonna let them give her the hepatitis. What's the one?
The HPV.
The HPV. I'm not gonna do that.
Yeah, me neither.
What are y'all? Anyway.
Yeah.
Like I said, we're gonna move on.
Yeah, we move on.
But hell no. Why in the hell you trying to get a child under the age of whatever? Like she only be 11. Why y'all giving what's it? HPV vaccines? Even offering that?
Yeah. There's only one way to catch that HPV in it. That's 11. That's crazy.
But yeah, no, she's not getting that shot. Just be safe. I don't even like thinking about this shit, dog. As a father, dog.
Yeah.
Anyway,
I got 2 of them. But raise them right, though.
Yeah.
That's all you can do. Raise them.
hey man, what's your thoughts on the UAP situation?
So
A lot of conversations. I mean, not as much here lately, I guess, but for a while it was pretty heavy.
For a while, it's almost like, hey, look at me, we got aliens, and then they're doing something else with their other hand. So for me, I feel like that stuff is spiritual. And the reason why I say that is because Genesis 6 talks about the Nephilim.
Mm-hmm.
It talks about how angels came down and pretty much had their way with women and had their own offspring, and those were giants in those days and beyond. So for me, I feel like it's I think it's still relevant, but I think it's almost like demonic, spiritual, extraterrestrial. I don't necessarily think that they're
more interdimensional
and more interdimensional than off the planet. I feel like they've already been here. The Watchers.
The Watchers.
Yeah.
Book of Enoch.
Book of Enoch. That's right. Book of Enoch. Book of Enoch.
This is real, dog. Me and my cousin AT saw an alien, dog. He gonna be like, why you? But nah, dog. Like we was off of Zinkler, which is like about 5 minutes up the road. This way, dog. And we was just riding up the street. This was back in high school, man. And we saw something standing over there on the side of the road, like a gray thing. And honestly, I'm gonna tell you what it reminded me of.
What's that?
You seen that movie Signs?
Yep.
With Mel Gibson?
Yep.
When it was in like somewhere in South America, and everybody showing that raw footage of that alien who was at like the little quinceañera. It was like a birthday party or something.
Mm-hmm.
And bro, it was like something that looked similar to that. Turned around, came back, it wasn't there. Oh man, Lyric saw something at the beach flying. It looked like one of those like stealth bombers.
Man.
We was at Myrtle Beach and saw that. We saw something that looked very similar to that when we was over like Stafford Park, I think, up the street.
Mm-hmm.
They have like the little neighborhood Christmas light competition.
Yep.
You should definitely take.
I do it every year.
The key, the clutch key is to go when it's not those specific nights.
But you gotta go. And
then that way you can just kind of go through. You ain't got to worry about the traffic, but
Yeah. You gotta go though. You gotta donate your canned goods, and you gotta vote to see who wins.
I'm always looking for a loophole. If we can still get the experience and we got a loophole, we can get in and get out.
Fair enough.
Like the fast pass at Carolina.
Yeah.
Type situation. But now, like, she was with me, dog, and like we seeing this stuff, dog. So it's crazy, like the generational stuff. Like you had like Roswell or whatever happened back then, and now here we are, and we're actually seeing stuff.
Yeah,
like legit seeing stuff, and we've been desensitized with all the movies and stuff like that. So it's only a matter of time, dog.
I mean, I had me an encounter like in 2007.
Really?
Oh yeah. There's a time when be careful what you pray for. I prayed. I was like,
"Oh, you told me this." But go ahead.
Oh yeah. I was like, Lord, please, send me an angel. Dear Lord, send me one. Give me an encounter. So, he gave me an encounter that night. I woke up and there was, man, it looked like what they call them, the grays at the foot of my bed. And it was touching on the foot of my bed. And I said, please, dear Lord Jesus, take it away. Whole room got dark, got bright. And the thing was gone. It wasn't until later that I did some more research about it. And I'm talking about years and years later, 2015 later. I started looking into the whole Nephilim thing and all that other stuff that, there's people on the internet now that talks about, and they say the name of Jesus, that gray aliens and stuff have a tendency to go away. But I haven't had an experience ever since then. But I tell you what, I ain't never prayed to see an angel again.
Nah, man. Do you remember a lot of your dreams?
Nah, I don't remember a lot of them.
I've had dreams where like I was just flying. I'm talking about it like whatever warp speed is, like just flying.
Yeah.
Seeing like different like dimensions and like nebula.
Oh man.
And like star systems and galaxies, dog. I be like dreaming, I just see a bunch of like activity in the sky, shooting stars, like I said, nebula, like just beautiful patterns in the sky, dog. It's like, I don't know. It's just a dream though, right? But I don't know, dog. Cause then in the book of Enoch, like he was talking about his vision, dog. Like there was this vision, like he actually experienced that he was flying with the angels.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I've had a dream similar to that. Well, not flying through the nebulas and stuff, but I've had a ministry spirit come to me before in my dream, and this was about 2 years ago. And it sat down and he talked to me, and he was telling about how my life wasn't an accident. It was all by design. And I was like, what do you mean? And I wish I would have wrote everything down because I don't remember it all now. But he was like, you were born in 2007. It ends in the 7. He was like, your wife was born. I said, I was born in 2007. Correction. I was born in 1984, right. Which is divisible by 7. And My wife was born in 1987. It ends in the 7. My first deployment was 2007. My son was born in 2007. My daughter was born in 2014. 14, he was born 7. My other daughter was born in 2017. It ends in the 7. And it just was going on. And people have a tendency to say, oh, if you look for the numbers, you'll find it. But no, in this dream, every single thing from my wedding to deployments to everything meant something. And it all was 7, 7, 7. Sevens were everywhere. And I was like, oh, wow. And then I was like, he was about to walk away. I was like, hey, guys, what does this mean? I have no idea. What am I supposed to do with this information? He turned and looked at me. He said, hey, you're approaching your next 7. And then everything went dark. And I opened it. I'm like, what? And I wish I would have wrote it down, because when I say the months, the times, the meanings, everything was like 7. And I could just remember and knew everything instantly. And I knew what it meant. And it was like, when I was talking to him, it was like, I could see everything around me, like I had eyes all over my body or something like that. Like I could see and I could process information instantly. Like the numbers that he was saying, that I knew they all were true, and I could just see things in my life that I relived my life in that little conversation that we had while I was asleep. Yeah.
I'm so glad you shared that, man, because I always mention the number 11 on my end.
Okay.
I can't say that I had the same exact experience, bro, but I see a lot of 11s. And that's my birthday, so it's like a spiritual number and stuff like that.
You know what 11 means?
Enlighten me.
I have no idea.
Yeah, I'm gonna look it up. It's like a spiritual alignment thing, bro.
Yeah.
Like something to it, man.
I know 7's like a completion, so.
Yeah, man. So, I believe that God came to me in one of my dreams as Will Cox. He's a twin of a guy. They both passed away.
Oh,
shout out to the Cox family.
Yeah.
But yeah, he came to me and gave me the instruction to move forward with the concept of respect and love. In a dream, dog. Legit. And that's what I've been doing. You know what I'm saying? Dapping the hood, respect and love. I mean, this is serious what I'm doing. Like, so the details, the intricacies, the minute details of my new Dapping the Hook emblem. It has the Lyra constellation in the top right of it. When I went camping with Carrie, dog, that constellation was. I saw that. I was like, yo, bro, what's that star up there? It was the brightest point of that constellation, Vega. And I looked it up on the Sky Guide joint, the app on my phone. They're not sponsored, but they should be, maybe. That was a joke. But it was Lyra. I'm like, what the hell? My daughter's name Lyra. It's blue fireflies flying around, dog. I ate the burdock root, bro. You seen I'm serious. You seen Manchurian Candidate, right?
Who?
The Manchurian Candidate.
What is that?
The movie with Liv Schreiber, like basically it's like somebody's programmed at a young age or whatever to whenever they hear like a sound or a certain song, they get triggered to like, and he was supposed to go assassinate like the president.
Okay.
But like I was saying in my last podcast, like I feel like I got, activated when I ate that burdock root.
Yeah. Like
as a Manchurian Candidate, but for like to bring people together.
Wow.
To spread like the concept of like respect and love, like jujitsu, like, but really the direct respect and love came from that, dog.
Was this before or after the podcast?
This was before the podcast.
So this, we are where we are right now.
Like I surrendered.
Man, go ahead.
And then all this stuff started happening.
That's right.
I went on a camping trip first. Came back, got this job because I was talking to Carrie like, yo, I got to figure something out because he found his awakening. He became an electrician.
Okay.
Because like he grew up like wire wrapping, like stones. Like he made me one tourmaline. I got it in there. I need to bring it in here and hang it up right here. So he was like, I need to boom. What can I use that hobby for? Boom, wrapping electrical wires. He has his own electrician business, bro.
Man.
So yeah, we did that, dog. And I got back home and I was still just so high from the dopamine from being out in the mountains.
Yeah.
Trout fishing. Yeah. Taking it all in, you know what I'm saying?
That's right.
Then that last time I drank, bro, it was actually on his birthday. Like, I went out and played disc golf that next morning for the first time. 18 holes. And I was out there hurting, dog. Sweating.
You any good at it?
I'm okay. Not really. No, not really, man. Yeah. But I had a good time, dog. But I was like, damn, this is another reminder. Like, why am I drinking? Like, I can't do this.
Yeah, can't function. That's right.
So yeah, dog, like I rarely touch it, man, because I got too much to lose, and I know what it does. Yeah. I wasn't trying to get back deep in on that.
Nah.
I was actually, I was trying to get deep about like the symbolism of like what I'm doing, like you'll see it on my artwork, man. Like it's all from the heart and the soul, bro. Like it ain't. And I got poke salad on it. My grandma used to cook poke salad.
Oh, you country.
I'm gonna educate the people.
That's right.
Yeah, I mean, I grew up in the city, man, but I'm a country boy at heart.
Oh yeah, you eating poke
I
salad.
live in the county, man. I represent the citizens of the Rock Hill.
You say you from the city. What city you from?
Rock Hill. I mean, I was born in the city limits, dog.
You country, man.
I totally agree. Thank you. Cause my mom would be like, "Oh, you a city boy?" I'm like, "Mama, I like to be outside in the woods and shit." Man, what you talking about?
Nah, that's pretty good.
Dog, this is so much fun, bro.
I was trout fishing, and you say you city. Ain't no city.
Come on, do it. So numerology, right?
Yeah.
The number 11 is known as a master number, spiritual awakening, heightened intuition, enlightenment and insight, visionary leadership, alignment with higher purpose.
Hey. You learning me something.
Many people connect 1111 with a sign you're in alignment, a spiritual wake-up call, manifestation energy, a reminder to pay attention to your thoughts.
Dang.
This is serious.
So what's...
I'm getting chills right now. Look.
Hey, that's
Can y'all
you.
see that?
Uh-huh.
I'm still working on getting my camera down to perfection. But so what am I supposed to do with that information?
I mean,
I was called to do this podcast. I know that I survived getting shot because Lyric came into this world, right?
Yeah.
Then I'm like, man, it gotta be something else working these damn dead end jobs. Like you get a job somewhere, but you like, I'm gonna get into sales or something, man. But then you see what's going on, and then like the hours and what you gotta do, you're like, nah, I don't really believe in this. I could be good at it. But I gotta figure something out, dog.
You gotta love what you do.
So I was like, so my second purpose is to do this podcast and help people, dog.
You gotta love what you do.
And whatever comes after this, you know what I'm saying? It's all good.
Well, dang, what's 7 then?
I was about to look that up.
Nah,
then I'm gonna be like, what's 7-11, dog? Because me and you combined, dog. You know what I'm saying?
I tell you what, you mentioning that and me talking about you gotta love what you do. So I also do something with the South Carolina Army National Guard. It's the Counter Drug Task Force. What?
Can we pause on that? You gotta hit us.
Yeah, let me hear it.
Remember that now. What you about to say? I'm not trying to be rude.
Nah, let me see what you got.
So in the Bible, 7 represents completeness, and divine perfection. Once I saw divine perfection, I was like, hold on. God created the world in 7 days, as you mentioned earlier, Genesis.
Yeah.
The 7th day is the Sabbath. 7 seals, 7 trumpets, 7 churches in Revelation. Jesus spoke 7 last words on the cross. Spiritually, it means completion, wholeness, rest after effort, God's finished work. Now, numerology meaning of 7, deep thinking, truth seeking, spiritual wisdom, inner awareness, reflection, and solitude.
Bro. So now you got me thinking about something. 7, the 4th commandment is remember the Sabbath day to keep it holy. 6 days shall labor and do all thy work. But the 7th day is the Sabbath of the Lord thy God. In it thou shalt not do any work. Thou nor thy sons, nor thy daughters, nor thy manservants, nor thy maidservants, nor thy cattle, nor thy strangers within thy gates. For in the 6 days the Lord made the heaven and earth, the sea, and all that with them is. The Lord blessed the Sabbath day and hallowed it. And that's something I live by on the Sabbath day, trying to incorporate that Sabbath rest in my life. So it's usually it's usually on Saturdays.
That's what ain't it supposed to be Saturday?
It's supposed to be Saturday, from Friday sunset till Saturday sunset. But for me, sometimes it's a Saturday, sometimes it's a Sunday. But for me, it's just I'm trying to find that rest. And when I incorporate that rest and I give him that day, my week is on point. And if I neglect that rest, I have a tendency to, have issues without that week. It's almost like when you talk about some reading, if you skip that read.
Yeah, man.
When I skip my Sabbath, man.
So you got your thing going on too, man.
Yeah.
But it's crazy. People might say we're crazy. But what the hell are you paying attention to?
Yeah.
I bet you it's very toxic.
Oh, man.
I bet you dealing in some toxic shenanigans.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, 7-11, spiritual insight awakening, inner wisdom activating, alignment through reflection, a reminder to trust your intuition before you move, completion, service, higher purpose, humanitarian energy, bro. And we both rocking like that, bro.
Yeah.
So yeah. Okay. Transition or disorder before alignment, completeness, divine perfection. All right, brother. We in there for an hour. What time we gotta get the girls? Okay.
Oh yeah, we cutting the clock. Man, hour already?
Yeah. The girls in the music at all?
Are they in the music?
Yeah.
They more into dance than specific music, but they listen to everything.
Okay, if you want to, man, like look into School of Rock.
Okay.
Fort Mill. Ooh. I got Lyric in her. She's taking piano lessons, bro. She love it.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And like what they do is you do like a 45-minute class.
Yeah.
Like they'll do like, you know, it said like the lesson is 45 minutes. But if you get them signed into the other program, they'll have that class, right?
Yeah.
But the second practice that week is with like band members. And they're like learning to cohesively play together as a band. And then at a certain point in time, they'll like actually open up an actual venue around town.
Really? So
volleyball's about to start, so we're not gonna be able to pursue that.
But summer, I'm assuming
they have summer camps, dog.
Yeah. We all about, shout out to Camp Cherokee. We all about summer camps and swim meets and all that other stuff during the summertime. My question is it any instrument?
Bass guitar.
Okay, that's
drums.
Yes, yeah. My girls are into guitars,
bro.
Yeah.
I might end up taking bass lessons over there. Shout out to them, man. Shout out to Sean. Shout out to Michael. Love y'all, man. We got some stuff we planning on doing. It's gonna be beautiful.
Yeah.
I mean, such good human beings, dog, doing this. You and a lot of others, dog.
I appreciate
That's
that.
why I got so much hope, dog. That's why I'm so glad I did this, dog, because it's not as bad as it looked. What's going on out here?
Yeah.
Because we got people such as ourselves. We ain't having it.
Yeah. No.
And how awesome is it that the police officers of Rock Hill are training jiu-jitsu?
Hey, man.
Is that not phenomenal?
It is.
Don't you feel safer? Don't you feel like your kids are safer?
So a little bit. Definitely a little bit.
No, I'm serious though. I like with trigger discipline and they ain't gonna react that
100%. So for me, I know when we first started incorporating jiu-jitsu in the Army, originally before that, it was like you get your fixed bayonet and you just do some javelin. It wasn't until I started incorporating some jiu-jitsu in there that I realized how strong that foundation is and what it entails. And then working at Mecklenburg County Sheriff's Office back in the day, 2011, same thing being applied. It teaches you to, first of all, to let you know, hey, can you close that gap? Are you brave enough to close the gap? You know, are you brave enough? Because at the end of the day, it's just you and that other individual.
You have to close the gap.
You gotta close the gap, man. You got to get punched in the mouth. You know what I'm saying? Everybody talk till you gotta get punched in the mouth, and you see if you can do it or not. And then from there, man, it's just something. For me, it unlocked something in me. You know, that's one more of them things. When you say, hey, how do I feel about things out there in the life? And I say I don't really care because it don't really bother me that much. But that's jiu-jitsu plays a large role in that too. I feel like, you know,
that's why I started the other podcast called The Tap and the Hug, and I try not to talk about jiu-jitsu on the dap and the hug as much. So anybody that does MMA or trains jiu-jitsu, man, I'm gonna get them on. Talk shop, you know what I'm saying? Hey, how does the military handle mental health and like now compared to when you first joined? Because mental health is really big now.
Oh,
and I'm so happy that we're having these conversations so we can actually heal.
100%. So when I first came in, it was like a stigma to talk about.
Right.
You know, it was almost like if you were suffering, you didn't mention it to nobody because you worried about it be like the end of your career, or you were viewed as soft.
Yeah, you'd be ashamed.
Yeah. Now it's just complete 360.
You a coward if you don't talk about it, dog. I look at it like that.
Yeah. Now if you suffer on your own, it's because you choose to.
Yeah. So I love the sauna.
So it's man, there's helplines you can call 24/7. There's battle buddies you can call 24/7. You don't have to suffer on your own, you know, and that's something I'm going to advocate for those that's out there that's suffering. You don't have to do it. You're not alone.
You're not.
Because there's someone who's had it worse or experienced what you're going through. Because that being said, I've been in a dark spot before, and if I would have ended it in that moment, it was temporary. So you're making a permanent solution for a temporary problem, because it's all temporary.
Yep. Switching gears to like technology, right?
Yeah.
Especially AI.
Yeah.
I call it Alpha India. You know what I'm saying?
We do too.
Yeah. How does that shift? Like, how's that shifting in the military?
Oh, it's definitely a thing. Some stuff still in concept, but there's also some things, and I don't want to go too much in detail with it. But
definitely don't.
We definitely use AI at the capacity to try to reduce or eliminate human error. Right, with something as simple as identifying a vehicle to see if it's friendly or not. Incorporate AI into optics and things of that nature, so you can limit the situation where you might accidentally perform fratricide. So there's a training, fighting side, but there's also an administrative side with the Army. So if you're dealing with the combat arms, you have a tendency to have a lot of individuals that don't really care about. They're not scholars, right? We're not here to write papers. We're here to lay bodies, right? So.
I like how you so smoothly just inserted
I'm just saying,
that.
I'm saying, I don't expect you to have to be able to write a 20-page paper, So AI is helping that transition for some that struggle in that area, because we're in a situation now where it's almost like you got to be able to write a paper in order to get a promotion, because there's PME courses, development courses that we had to go to in order to get our next rank, and it's heavily steeped in being able to articulate and write papers for whatever reason. I'm not saying it's the right way or the wrong way, but it is what it is. I mean, it might not be this way in 10 years from now, but that's the way it is right now. So that being said, it gives people the opportunity to at least see a product. Yeah. AI can generate a product for them, and they can say, oh, this is what right looks like, and then, creating their own from that. So,
Interesting.
So I feel like it's helping on all levels. It's helping on the administrative level, and it's also helping on a tactical, combative level. Because at the end of the day, too, we got this drone stuff is something crazy. We've seen that with the Russia and Ukraine war.
Hey, can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
That's a crazy question to ask while doing a podcast. Can I ask you a question?
That's what we're here for.
Do you have anybody personal that you know that their job was to like control the drones and drop them?
Drone operators?
Drone operators. Like the mental health of them. Like, do you know anybody personal that has struggled with that?
So
obviously, we're not going to name any names.
Right. I do know some drone operators with, but I've never had that conversation with them.
I like to get one of them on, man.
Yeah, I'll see if I can reach out and see what they can do.
If not, it's cool. But
yeah.
And anything we've talked about, we can edit it out. Dog.
Hey, at bare minimum,
anything that you said.
At bare minimum, I'll have that conversation with them to see if they're struggling with that some way, form, or fashion.
Because that's part of my whole initiative too, dog. Is this mental health thing, dog. Like,
yeah,
we gotta get it right, man. We have to heal.
Yeah.
But are you aware of the like psychedelic like avenue that they're working on with PTSD?
No, I'm not.
People with PTSD.
Yeah.
You haven't heard anything about that? Well, I think MAPS is doing like research on that for like soldiers.
Yeah, I think.
Because I look at it like this, man. Go ahead.
No, I feel like I heard somebody in Joe Rogan's podcast.
Yeah. I used to watch that. Like, believe it or not, man, it's actually a good thing because obviously he's one of my inspirations, dog.
Yeah.
But like, I don't even like watch podcasts anymore, bro. I'm such a fan of podcasts.
Yeah.
But I don't even really watch them. It's like I don't have the time to, and also I don't want to be like listening to somebody else and taking from what they saying. I need to read my articles myself.
Yeah.
Instead of being like, oh, I heard this on there. But dog, he definitely, bro, changed my life, dog. Seriously.
Yeah. That doesn't mean you can't learn from some of the professionals, I'm not saying you're professional. I feel like you're pretty professional, but
Yeah, I'm trying, dog. I'm working on it, man. It's definitely a learning experience.
Oh, yeah.
That's why I'm doing it, like going hand in hand with jiu-jitsu, dog. Like I got one stripe, looking to get my second. It's like I just got my camera. Like I'm growing through jiu-jitsu. I'm growing spiritually. I'm growing in my podcast. I'm growing my business, Lyrical Miracle LLC. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. The camping trip, dog. She's a miracle.
Oh, man.
The constellation Lyra.
Yeah.
It's so connected, bro.
I tell you, it was a huge miracle too. You taking that whole tube of ivermectin, you still here.
Oh, that's crazy. What was that? Cause she was with her mama. I had got her later on that day, I guess. But I woke up, she was here. I just walked straight to the kitchen, dog. Like, forget about it, dog. By any means necessary, dog. Yeah. I gotta do what I gotta do.
So I've been talking to my doctor about that, seeing if he can get it prescribed to me in just a regular dose.
Yeah. Who's your doctor? Dog, my doctor's so cool, dog.
Talk to him about it. It's worth the conversation,
so cool, bro.
I've had my blood work done to see if I got any parasites and things of that nature. It's definitely worth the conversation,
Oh, this is the point I wanted to make about the psychedelic thing. I feel like anything that was put here in the trees, in plants, that our ancestors have literally trial and error. Some have died, and obviously some have persevered and survived because of the knowledge that they gained.
Yeah.
I feel like it should be accessible to us, dog, to everybody if it's going to benefit, especially soldiers.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying. If there's benefit in it, let's get some clinics so it can be done in a controlled environment and do it.
Yeah.
I know I probably sound like Rogan, but it's the truth, dog.
Nah,
I mean, if you think
I
about
agree.
it, instead of
Yeah.
like manipulating all these natural things and putting people on, with all these side effects,
Yeah.
let's just keep it more natural, man.
Yeah. I feel like they criminalize natural.
Dog, I'm telling you, they're keeping us from connecting with each other and nature, dog, and God, and they just, I don't know. Whoever they is, man.
Yeah, whoever they is. They is a broad stroke. But
man, I don't want nobody looking at me, man. I'm just a man on a mission, dog. Hey, you got anybody in your family got neuropathy? Like the nerve damage in their feet, like from diabetes and stuff like that.
Nope, I ain't got nobody down.
Yeah, I'm going to Peru, dog. I'm gonna try to find like a tree or some plants with like some kind of medicine that may like give my mama some comfort, dog, and everybody comfort.
Man,
it's a lot of remedies over there naturally in like the Amazon rainforest and stuff like that.
yeah, I do got a relative that had a negative side effect from the flu vaccine, though. Like her hand seized up, stuck like this, lost control of her hand. Yeah. But
Man,
natural is the way to go.
I was gonna say something. I don't think I should. I think my mama told me that something happened. Like it's somebody that we know had like a bad reaction to COVID. Quick correction. I meant to say the reaction was from the vaccine, not COVID itself.
Oh.
To where like she can't even hardly like walk. Dog. I know her name. I know exactly who it is. I'm glad because it wasn't my mama that was directly affected. She was talking about a friend of the family. And like she walks with a cane now, dog.
Oh man!
Shout out to her. I'm not gonna say her name, man.
Yeah.
She used to take me to eat Chinese food all the time, Asian cuisine all the time back in the day when I was coming up.
Yeah.
All right, bro. The military, dog. What the sacrifice, dog. Like they even have you here, like talking about this, dog. It's crazy.
Nah, I appreciate it.
So, what's the hardest part about coming home?
That's a good question.
Yeah, I figured I have at least one in here. I didn't stutter that time. I didn't stammer.
Nah, I think the hardest part is the integration in itself, because every deployment is different. I've been on 4 deployments. I got one more coming up. It'll be my 5th deployment, and each time I've come home, it's been different. Reintegrating back with the family.
Yeah.
Reintegrating back with the civilian life. It's just, it in itself is difficult, right? Especially if you're in a leadership role. A lot of times you've been that authority figure where, you had to be over XYZ amount of people. And then you come home and that burden is somewhat alleviated, but you're still in that high alert. You're still understanding that every decision that you make isn't necessarily a life and death one. You have a tendency not to be able to cut that off, or there's a struggle to turn it off, and not just to mention too, not only your issues, but your significant other, if you have one, issues.
Yeah.
Because for me in my situation, my wife's on high alert when I'm deployed, because she's the man, the woman, the dad, the mother of the house too. So
she mama bear on steroids.
A single parent that doesn't ask to be a single parent.
Shout out to her,
not saying
man.
anybody. Yeah, love you, baby.
She cool, man. She cool.
She good people. She been ride or die. We've been as high school sweetheart.
Nice.
Yeah. I've been with her longer than I've been alive. Now I think about it. Yeah, ride or die.
Beautiful.
Ride or die, man. So so that balance, trying to find that balance, individuals have a tendency to come back home and they struggle with coping. And then instead of talking, reaching out to others that's been through it, counseling, whatever that may look like, on your knees, praying, whatever that may look like, instead of going the healthier route, they have a tendency to reach for that bottle or other substances. And then you develop this downward spiral, because I promise you that temporary Band-Aid is only temporary. And then I feel like your issues have a tendency to build. And then once reality hits you, that being said, the Army has created programs. One in particular I'm talking about is the Yellow Ribbon program that helps National Guardmen when they first come back home to integrate back into society. The program has evolved from something that I felt like didn't really contribute that much. It was just a bunch of information. Here it's like a fire hose. Everybody just want to get home, but it's like, hey, here's information. If you need anything, call these people. To now, it's like almost like a 3-month process where you actually see people and you get to understand. Not only they give information, but they actually have to take time to explain the situation or the information to you a little better than what they used to. So then it's up to the individual to take advantage of the tools that they're giving them.
Yeah.
So,
bro, I want to like partner with the Army or something, and I want to be an event curator, right?
Yeah.
I want to be able to like bring people together in a safe environment, maybe live music, food.
Hey, food outcome.
Things to keep people like preoccupied, like healthy things to do, like stuff even kids can do that's healthy. Like my cousin Kiki, she is an artist.
Okay.
We could like do like an arts festival or something like
Oh,
that.
yeah.
But yeah, I want to like partner with y'all. This is probably something we should talk about off air, but just to like represent y'all and represent the community and bring people together for like people that deal with post-traumatic stress disorder, dog. Just something family friendly, maybe raise some money.
Oh, yeah.
And the money can go to, a percentage could go to helping people that are veterans.
Yeah.
Hell, I'm like, all proceeds may go. I don't know.
Yeah.
I haven't figured that out, but I want to do something to give back that way.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Because y'all dealing with it. Police officers deal with it.
That's what I'm about to say.
Dog, y'all such like superheroes, dog. Like, I was talking to Xavier Bermudez yesterday. Shout out to him. About how like they legit, like if you got like a blue belt or higher, like you can do superhero stuff. Like like my coach said that one day. I think Rogan even said that. But yeah, like the teachers, first responders, y'all, like I want to do it for everybody. I know there's some people in the area that's kind of doing stuff like that, but I'm gonna put my personality on it and do my damn thing, dog. Cause
yeah, people have a tendency to look at the military and say and label them with PTSD, but man, EMTs, firefighters, local law enforcement agencies, they deal with it every single day. So I also deal with the governor of South Carolina Counter Drug Task Force. I'm actually the first sergeant of that too in Columbia, and we actually provide local agencies with agents to help them help solve crimes and things of that nature. We also provide free training for local law enforcement agencies that they want. It's accredited training. It's great stuff. Everything from identifying drug cartels to how to break into a cell phone. And we also give out like DDRO, which is Drug Demand Reduction Outreach Program, where it's almost like DARE. Remember DARE as a kid? The DARE program? You get the
dare I say I do?
Well, it's something similar to that. It's not DARE. It's something similar to that, but it's to help provide teachers and parents with the tools to help reduce drugs, right?
Can I? I'm sorry, I'm not trying to interrupt you.
Yeah.
I just did. I got to say this. The whole thing they was talking about like weed being a gateway drug, that is bullshit, dog. It's alcohol. Alcohol would take away all of your inhibitions. You make the dumbest decisions. You're very vulnerable.
Yeah.
So cut the shit, man.
I know.
Sorry, go ahead.
No, I second that. You want to go back to Prohibition days, though? Is that what you're saying?
Man, I don't know, dog. We got to go forward to a totally different type of day is what I'm saying.
Yeah, that's true.
Because we got all these damn breweries around town. Oh, my God. Alcohol is so destructive. Then we got like 25,000 breweries in town. I'm curious to know how the DUIs, has Lyft made a lot of money, Uber making a lot of money, the yellow cab services, the arrests. What's the stats on all that, bro?
I know.
Just as a concerned citizen, somebody that battled with alcohol.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I have every right to fucking bring this shit up. Excuse my language.
No.
But like, dog, I'm passionate about this, dog.
No, I agree.
Like, I hate dropping. I curse. Yeah, I curse. I'm not perfect.
There should be a stat somewhere that links alcoholism. Like, how many suicides are linked with alcoholism? Deaths, injuries.
And not even mentioning breaking up families and domestic abuse.
Yeah.
Abuse with a V, sorry. Abuse with a B, bravo. I had to like basically memorize the whole, what's it called? The Alpha, Bravo, Charlie, Delta, Echo, Foxtrot, A, B, C, D, E, Echo, Foxtrot, Grandpa. I'm not going to go down the list. But yeah, because I used to work at like Williams and Fudge, right?
Yeah.
And it's a collection agency.
Mm-hmm.
and me giving my email out or getting information from somebody to somebody, I would have to be like, 'cause you know, I got like a DARRO. That's not a common name, Darrow.
Right.
And then like telling my information. I'd be like, yeah, C is in Charlie, H is in helicopter, but. It's actually hotel. I'm sorry. I be thinking about Arnold, dog. You know what I'm saying? Because honestly, back to the AI thing, dog. I was gonna ask you, it's gonna be like, is it possible that it'd be like Terminator? Somebody gonna pull up talking about, I'm looking for John Connor.
Hey, Skylink, you better look in what's that? Elon Musk?
Oh
Yeah.
What's up, Elon?
Yeah.
He might hit us.
I bet you he does. You know what I'm saying?
You never know, dog.
It wasn't that the name of the AI that took over Terminator?
Skylink.
Was it?
It was.
Yeah,
Skynet.
yeah. Skynet.
It might have been that.
Skynet.
Great movie.
That's still pretty close to Skylink.
I love Arnold Schwarzenegger, dog.
Yeah.
He one of my heroes.
I'm the governor.
I'm the governor now. I'm not gonna go full blown.
You think
Arnold.
bodybuilding better back then or nowadays?
I don't know.
Yeah, fair.
I don't have any experience in that, so I'm not gonna speak on it.
You said Arnold's your fan. I just thought that.
Oh yeah. I just love him as an actor, dog.
All 8 lines.
Dog. Kindergarten Cop.
Hey.
Total Recall is my shit.
The replay. Yeah.
Dog. For the minute. I'm not gonna sing, but that's a good movie, dog. Yeah. It really is, and it's hilarious.
Yeah. Predator's good too. I just recently watched that.
That's what I was saying. I was thinking about Arnold. Like, so I said, H is in helicopter. Like, run, go get to the chopper. I'm not gonna do it right now.
I miss those old videos, old movies.
Bro, like, is it hard to turn the soldier switch off? I'm sure for each individual is different.
Yeah, each individual. I can only speak about myself. So the old me, it was hard to cut off. The new me, it's not as hard because I'm grounded with one, my religion, and also, like I said it before, with my family. For me, I have no choice but to cut it off. Something about when you talk to your baby girls, like, because the things that you do and say, man, you know, you can damage them. You know, it's bad enough that I'm gone. And I don't know. I feel like when I raised my son, there was no mental jujitsu involved. You know, he desired to make me happy and vice versa. So we kind of like parlayed and things were a little easy. But with my daughters, man, it's like a mental jujitsu. You know, it's how dare you ignore me? You know what I'm saying? This don't affect me. But then I'm like, why is this bothering me? Shit, you know what I'm saying? It's like
that's why they say they have their daddies wrapped around their fingers, dog.
Hey, man.
Yeah,
hey, it's something different.
People talking about pulling on my heartstrings. No, if you a daddy and you got a daughter, you know what pulling on heartstrings means.
It's different, man.
It really
it's different.
is.
Yeah, it's different.
It's just like, dog, it's
different. Yeah.
What's the word I'm looking for? Helpless, dog. Not helpless, but just.
I don't know what they're thinking. Like I know for the most part what my son's thinking in a given moment, you know, in situations and times, him growing up. I feel like I've known what he was thinking before he even thought it, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And I love that he still has the comfort to come to me for the extreme thing. He talked to his mom for day-to-day stuff, but if it's something big or, you know, he had a tendency to come to me first, and I actually appreciate that. But with my daughters, I have no idea what they're thinking.
As a parent, I'm sure you'll agree with me. One of the most important things that we have to do as a parent is to always keep an open line of communication with our kids. And what I mean by that is like let them know that they can come to us about anything.
Yeah.
Because once that changes, especially being a father with daughters, they're going to seek another male. And that's 100%. The scary part, dog.
So, and one rule that I have in my house is if you come to me and you talk to me and you're honest, the likelihood of you getting in trouble is very minuscule. It's minimal.
I love this.
But if you lie, you're in trouble.
That's what I be telling her.
You're in trouble.
Please just
you ain't in trouble unless you lie. And then now I'm forced to do something because I want you to learn that you don't have to lie to me. As a matter of fact, I want you to tell me, why didn't you write that paper? I didn't feel like it. Well, that's crazy. Well, let's address the issue. Why didn't you feel like it? And go from there. But if you lie to me and say I turned it in or something like that and you didn't, then now it's an issue. And
that's why in relationships it's so important to be honest with your partner, dog.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, man. I learned that along the way.
It's so hard. It's so easy to break that trust. It's so much harder.
So hard to get that respect back, dog.
Oh, yeah.
Don't put yourself in the doghouse in the cold blizzard. I've done it many times, dog. Woo!
I put myself on the sofa.
Dog, I'm trying to tell you, man. Hey, What does stepping onto the mat teach you about ego?
So I tell you what, not just stepping on the mat, but knowing when to tap. That would teach me about ego. You know what I'm saying? Because originally it's like, you ain't gonna make me tap now. Okay. Once the lights go out, you realize it's a lesson. It's a humbling experience for me anyway. There's always somebody bigger and badder out there, and it's very humbling to know you gotta tell another man, hey, you got me. But it's even more fulfilling when you turn around and he has to, do the same gesture for you. Meaning you learning from your mistakes. Yeah. So.
You listen to the Grateful Dead?
The Grateful Dead?
Yeah, you ever listen to them?
I ain't never. But I ain't saying I ain't willing to.
Okay.
What they preach? Knowing when to tap.
Nah, man, it's like jam band music.
Oh.
Kind of like folk mixed with like blues in a way.
What?
Yeah, I don't know. I love them.
So you got a theme song?
What do you mean for the podcast?
You need to get a theme song for the podcast.
Oh, I got one.
Is it something similar to that type of music?
But so me in the School of Rock, man, we supposed to like perform it and record it.
Yeah.
They're gonna help me with my intro beat.
Yo, we need that.
No, I like shout out to Royal Blake, man. He offered to give me a beat a while back because he produces music and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I'm like, I gotta have mine on there, bro.
Yeah.
Like,
You want some
I'd rather
input?
just wait.
Yeah.
And I play bass a little bit. You know, I mean, have you ever seen that movie, The Departed, with like Jack Nicholson?
Yeah.
Matt Damon, Leo,
yeah.
Kill him out.
Everybody dies in the movie, right? Is that the
Yeah,
movie?
yeah,
Okay. I'm sorry if I,
But you remember the scene when they were sitting at the bar and Jack Nicholson was like, "I'm an artist.
Yeah.
Give me an effing tuba, get something out of it."
Yeah.
That's me. Not what he was doing and all that, but I'm saying that's how I see myself as a musician, or like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But my point is like, I'm lazy, bro. I ain't gonna lie. I mean, I be hustling and doing my thing, but dog, I'm lazy. Like some things fall to the side. Like my marketing fell to the side when I first started this off. I wasn't putting out clips. But as you evolve and grow, you learn, and you know what I'm saying?
That's right.
So like the music, like the intro, it's coming, dog. But it has to be from me. Like it has to be my soul, my heart, my mind, my personality, dog.
You gotta pick that bass up. Is what you telling me?
Dog. I mean, I just got to record it and like do it. I could put it in the Fruity Loops and let Fruity Loops do it, but now I want to do it live.
Yeah,
dog.
yeah,
I want it to be real live instruments, dog.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, because AI, Alpha India, a fool, bro. That'd be nice. Thank y'all for dealing with my personality. That's why I was like, I got to get a whole nother podcast, dog.
One geared towards.
Not like I said, the tap and the hug.
Oh,
like that's a different
yeah.
one, and I need one towards I can just kind of free flow, just kind of shoot the shit with my homeboys.
Yeah.
And talk about like current events. There's a local comedian. Shout out to Christopher Corrado. We might do one. And we just talk about like comedy and like current events and stuff.
Yeah,
like that.
that'd be pretty dope.
You know what I'm saying? But let's get back to the subject at hand.
That'd be pretty dope.
Dog, we got to go hiking. Let's go to Crowder sometime soon.
Why are you bringing up hiking again? I'm running.
I don't know, dog.
I'm running.
I don't know, dog. I ain't been in a while.
And let's go.
Cause I haven't been in quite some time, dog. Really, dog. That's why I want to get back out there. Cause cause like that's what my body does. Dog. I get it's like an alarm that goes off inside of my body, dog. And I'm like, I got to get out in the woods.
Yeah.
Cause like it's warming up.
Oh,
it's
yeah.
time to go hit them crappie, get them bass up out of it, them brim.
Bro.
Like it's time, dog.
I love
It's about to get wild
summertime.
out here, dog. I'm trying to be at live events, dog, doing my thing.
Let's go.
I got some stuff I want to announce that's gonna happen, but I can't, bro. I can't wait to announce it.
I don't know about you, but I hate the cold. I don't know about you, I hate the cold. Give me that warm weather, I'm out there in it, you know.
I'm trying to tell you, dog. Okay, so let me ask you about this, because you already said the thing about the firearms training and stuff like that. So for somebody that's thinking about protecting their home, what would you recommend that they focus on first?
So obviously, I feel like it should be them learning how to operate the weapon system in a safe way first.
Great
and
answer.
then secondary, it should be how to protect others from it. Meaning like if you got any children
Absolutely,
around.
yeah, 100%, bro.
Because you have some people. So you have some people that have a tendency to leave their weapons around and kids can grab it. So you learn your safety, teach your kids and your children, your loved ones about the safety. Because for me, I leave my house whenever I'm going on, wherever my neighbors are. I make sure that my wife knows what the weapon is. I make sure that she knows how to operate the weapon and things of that nature. And we try to get her one that she's comfortable with operating. Because ain't nothing worse than me giving her a gun that she can't even cock. I don't need that in my life. They ain't doing me no good. I need one that she can operate smoothly. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
Because it's not if it happens, it's when it happens. That's how I operate when it comes to stuff like that, when the safety of my family, you know. So
you can say that again, dog.
It ain't if it happens, it's when it happens, you know.
It's always gonna be scumbags out here, dog.
Always gonna be scumbags, and that's
But with what we're doing, I feel like we can lessen the percentage of that.
Yeah, definitely. Or at least give them the tools in which they can defend themselves, you know.
If you sell dope, this is random, I'm gonna say this. If you sell dope, you sell drugs, like stop doing that shit and get into podcasting. Seriously. You can flip podcasts instead of things that are killing your community.
Oh man, yeah.
So take that with whatever you want. I'm serious, dog. Like, stop. Cut it out.
If not,
and don't tell me shit because I'm trying to get in good with the cops because I respect what they do, dog, and develop a relationship with them.
Oh yeah.
So don't do nothing bad around me. Call me a snitch all you want. I ain't with that bullshit.
Most time they already know. Counter drug task force. We out here to come get you. You know.
I'm serious, dog. Like, just looking back on like stuff I saw coming up, dog, and as a man raising a daughter and friends and family members that got kids, dog, I'm doing all this for them, dog. And my grandma, and my ancestors. Oh, Brother Wiley said something so dope on the podcast. He was like, man, once you set yourself aside and stop being so selfish and realize that all the sacrifices that your ancestors made to get you here, like, do something with it.
Do something
purposeful, dog.
Yeah.
Like, what are we doing?
Yeah. Hey, ain't been that long ago they used to lynch, you know?
Bro.
The sacrifices, man.
Dog, slavery been going on for so long, dog.
Now it's a different type of slavery. Now it's a
I mean, there's like African Americans that had slaves too, right?
Yeah.
And people don't want to accept that shit.
Nah.
Then you had indentured servitude, like, cause my part of my family, like my mama, she's mixed, so I've been reading this book. I put it down. I really wish I would have like completed that book before even bringing this kind of stuff up.
Yeah.
But like a lot of people from like Scotland moved over here. You know what I'm saying? Prior to them getting advanced, like socially and like technologically, I guess, or whatever. They moved to the South and brought a lot of those old age like characteristics, ways of life down here.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of that kind of got confused and put on black people.
Mm.
But at the end of the day, dog, we all got the same basic needs anyway. But just understanding that possibly this is part of my history, like my ancestors might have came from what I'm reading out of this book in this specific part of Britain, Scotland, or whatever.
Oh wow.
And that's why they call people like slow in the South. Part of the reason, because they was just behind, dog. Like they wasn't like making like butter with the cows. People from France was doing stuff like that. Whoa. The Germans were doing stuff that they dropped the ball on. You know what I'm saying? Man. Like it's a lot. That's why I said I wish I would have like literally read the book all the way through, dog. But I'm probably gonna bring it up, dog, in the future. I'd like to get a couple of my white cousins on here, dog, from York.
For real?
Yeah, I met her through Facebook, dog. And but yeah, to have a conversation, dog, and just show people, okay, like we family, this happens, so what? Like, so stop being racist towards each other.
Stop being racist.
Just accept the fact of what's going on. Ain't nobody asked it to be here. You know?
Yep.
That was a decision of our parents.
Yeah.
But maybe they didn't even mean for it to happen. I mean, but we're here now.
We're here
and
now.
Look what we have at our disposal, dog. We so blessed and gifted, dog, to have these tools to use, dog. Like I said, back to running water, dog. People ain't got running water and food. Yeah. Like,
and all the information at the tip of our fingers.
And that's a big
at the tip.
If we got all this information, man, we cannot stay in that same mindset, dog. Yeah. Look at the truth. Like, do some research, man.
That's right. That's right.
Wake up, wake up, wake up. It's the first of the month.
I mean, seriously, you're talking about something.
Cash your chest and get it.
You're like, it's almost like oppression. I'm not saying it's a choice, but with all the information we got out nowadays, there's a way out for anyone. Because there are kids out here making bukus of money on the internet. Tell them flipping podcasts. You know. Sell
yeah,
yourself.
dog. Because I sold
make your own brand.
Yeah, because I sold a little bit of bud in Clemson, dog. Allegedly, I didn't do nothing big, but I mean it's part of my experience, dog. I was young and dumb.
Yeah,
and all that feeling of hustling And getting that off or whatever, it's the same as this. It's the same as like when I do a podcast. If I'm on fire about it, like if it's a good conversation, I'm like, I got to get into the edit. I got to get into the lab right now. Sync this stuff up. I got to get this out to the people. They need to hear this.
That's right. What is it?
But it's just for like that's back to doing something negative. But nah, let's turn it to a positive. Now, like the green glove. Dom know what I'm talking about. He was my roommate in Clemson. I'm gonna wrap it up here, brother. Here shortly.
No worries.
Thank you.
Nah, thanks for having me, man. Some good stuff right here. Bro, this coffee going through me. There's some good stuff.
Some good dog. Like I'm done.
And I told you gave me the stuff for the trash on the bottom.
I got some.
I'm hyped. I'm pumped.
Dog, I feel so good right now.
I can go for a whole nother hour.
I legit could, dog. But you know, we have responsibilities. What keeps you grounded? Back to the spiritual?
Oh yeah.
You probably answered that.
Yeah, I mean, so yeah, 100%. It's.
Well, how about this? Instead of that, because you basically answered that, right?
Yeah.
And this is kind of a rhetorical question because like you're here now, not in uniform, but like who are you outside of your uniform?
So, and that's a ever evolving question because once upon a time, it was only me in the uniform, and then so now outside of the uniform, I'm still ever evolving. I'm trying to figure out who that person is, right? So my identity is rooted in Christ. And outside of that, it's family. But man, I feel like I'm not the same father or I'm not on the same spiritual level in which I was 5 years ago, heck, a year ago. So I feel like it's ever evolving. Yeah. And so me outside the uniform and my identity, it's like I say, it's something different more and more. But I feel like it's moving more towards the positive. Because I know you stopped drinking alcohol. I have too. I'm going on 10 years now sober. I mean, that person for me, 10 years, wouldn't recognize the one that it is right now.
Bro.
You know?
Is there a higher word than congratulations? Is that something like more powerful than that? I'm not going to pull up at the source or not. But whatever that is, I might make
whatever
it up.
that is.
I might just create a word.
Yeah.
Like, seriously, dog. Good stuff. I'm serious, man.
Yeah.
That's a huge, like, God, that's a huge win.
Now,
what an accomplishment. 10 years, dog.
Now I want to know what's higher than congratulations.
Dog, I be taking that Lion's Mane, man. You know, like some of that stuff in the extract got like alcohol in it. I'll be like, damn, why they had to put alcohol in it? But I guess that's necessary to like preserve it. But I'm like, I don't like the taste of it, dog.
Is it the same kind of alcohol we drink, or is it like
ethanol?
Ethanol? Okay, yeah.
Is it ethyl or ethanol? I don't know, dog.
Yeah.
But yeah, I do that, man. So for my brain health, like, and I get jujitsu brain farts and stuff, dog. And I'm very serious about like learning it, so I want to remember these things.
Yeah.
And like I'll do a move like twice, and then on the third time, I'll be like, "Hold on, what am I doing?"
Yeah.
I don't understand that, dog.
Well, that's one thing I like about jiu-jitsu, though. Since you brought it up, knowing the moves, it's like if you're fighting, it's like you got to have at least two moves. It's like chess. You got to have two moves in your head. You know, if this don't work, then I'm gonna go for this, and if this don't work, I'm in side control. I'm in the mount, like.
You can set up traps too, dog.
Yeah. That's one thing. That's the reason why I do like. Yeah. Oh, flail that arm out there, like, oh, you so much better than me. Get that arm, and you take it, and it's like, oh, yeah, you just messed up, man.
You wanted to do an arm bar, but that was part of the setup. I'm not even there yet in jiu-jitsu. I shouldn't even be saying that, dog. I'm working on it.
Do y'all drop tasers and stuff out while y'all fighting?
Drop what?
Tasers when y'all rolling, you know. I didn't mean to say fighting, but when you rolling out there on your mat.
Drop tasers?
Tasers, yeah.
No.
That's what the Army does. Drop tasers.
No, dog. What you mean?
What you mean what I mean?
So while you rolling, they zap you?
Oh, wait, nah. While you rolling. While you rolling.
The person you rolling with, they get electrocuted?
Hey, whoever get the taser, the other person gets electrocuted.
Oh, they like put it down, you get to grab and taser the person.
Yeah, so while you rolling, going through your steps, you know what I'm saying? Because it's almost like realistic. What if somebody has a knife?
Oh, okay.
You know, you want a sandbag on your trainer or something like that? You know, it's just drop that taser, man. Your eyes light up. First of all, I'm not going that ride. You ain't gonna light me up. You know what I'm saying? So, and then you realize you rely heavily on technique because that one guy who's flailing around, you're like, oh, you done messed up. You know,
technique is everything.
Technique works. That's crazy about it.
Because it's physics, bro.
Yeah.
You coming up there for real, dog?
Yeah. Your arm only been so far one way. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because the thing with you is you stay on the other side of town.
I don't worry about the commute.
Yeah.
I don't mind the commute at all.
Right. I'm so excited about getting this mat. Now, as you grow, right, what matters the most to you as far as being a man as you're going through this evolving
Yeah.
journey?
So what matters most to me is bringing those along with me through my journey.
Yeah.
Whether it's young or old, because old people can struggle just as much as a young man can. To me, it used to be, I feel like my up and comings was very one-dimensional, one-sided, self-driven, and now it's more about those around me than it is just me. So I don't mind taking a trip and go do jujitsu and build a memory or a moment. I'm gonna go hike in the woods, or going and attending my daughter's swim meet. And I mean, now I think about it, I don't even know the last time I ever did anything that was like self-care, for lack of a better word. Because for me, my self-care is this. If that makes sense. Like, this will be a timestamp for me in my most recent memories, and I'll hold on to this moment right here for a while. I think it's pretty good. I feel like what you're doing is genuine.
Thank you, man.
Yeah, I like it. But that being said, I feel like also I look forward to my daughter's dance recital, or which I don't see how parents can are willing to miss that stuff. Looking at my son who's 19 now, and how fast it goes by, and looking at those previous memories that I wish I would have made more. So now it's like, let's go on that vacation. Let's go to the Virgin Islands. Let's go to the Caribbean. Let's do this right now, because before you know it, they all having their own families.
I hate that feeling, dog.
I mean,
I hate it. It's a struggle, dog.
yeah. I complain about dirty room right now, but one day that
That's
room
what
will
I'm.
be
That's what
clean.
I'm saying, dog.
Yeah. That's my wife calling right now.
Right.
She's probably like, I love you.
Well, we almost done.
I
and then with you growing as a man, there's certain principles that you're going to maintain and hold on to along the way.
Oh yeah, you got to. I'm not saying ever evolving, but I feel like my principles are changing too.
Yeah, because you can't be like married to one idea. Because it's okay for you if you gain new insight, gain new perspective, learn more information about something. It's okay to change your mind.
Yeah, it's okay.
Yeah.
Right. In fact, I think it should be encouraged.
Yeah. Why does we get robbed of that, dog? As a kid, they so curious. We were so curious and asking questions. Then you get to a certain age, it's like, that's why even as a parent, dog, like, you got to be careful how you respond to your kid. Like, you need to give them like an open-ended response and give them like some substance behind it.
Yeah.
And I've been guilty of, like, because I'm in a rush of doing something, or like maybe even in a bad mood, dog. Like, not like cut her off. Just like not give her the attention that she deserves from that question, because I'm busy doing something else. And I could be busy doing something else in the act of helping her with something. It's just she's asking that question at the wrong time.
Yeah.
So I'm very, like, if I'm doing something like that, I'd be like, baby girl, hold that thought real quick. Let me handle this and we'll circle back to it. I got you. I think that's important, dog. I really do. I really, really do, dog.
Yeah.
What was the hardest moment in your career?
In my career, the hardest moment? Man, I would have to say missing the birth of my first child. Yeah. It was 2007 when my son was born. Yeah, he was born, and back then, nowadays, I feel like the Army offers or afford service members the opportunity to get back home if they can. I didn't have that opportunity when I was coming up, and yeah, he was born. I missed all of it, I seen the video, but it definitely wasn't the same, So his name was supposed to be named after me. He's supposed to be Fidel Jr., right? I wasn't there, in the birth room, so she switched his name. Kind of mad about it, you know what I'm saying? I want another Fidel out there, you know what I'm saying? But nah, I ain't mad at her, but yeah, I feel like that was one of my toughest times, dealing with what I dealt with over there overseas, and then missing those key times, But that being said, I feel like it made me a better person. And then my son, I don't think he holds any ill will towards me. As a matter of fact, he's recently showed interest in joining up, same way his grandfather did. So I'm not going to knock him for it. I don't want him to, but in the same breath, I know my father didn't want me to, but I still did it too, you know? So.
Be sure to give your son a dap in the hood from me, dog.
Oh, I will. I'm giving that dap in the hood.
A couple more questions. What's like one of your most proudest moments of your career?
The most proudest moments? Recently, just making first sergeant.
Yes, sir.
Right. So it's for me, it's almost full circle of what I desired when I first got in. When I first got in, I wanted to be able to make an impact on the organization. I didn't know how that was going to be or what it was going to look like. And now I feel like as a first sergeant, I can. And even looking forward, if I retire as a first sergeant right now, I'm perfectly fine and happy with it. But if the opportunity presents itself for me to move on to the next and final rank, which is sergeant major / command sergeant major, I also look forward to that because I just want the impression that I have in this organization to actually last and actually be something, actually be meaningful. And I feel like I've done that. And as first sergeant, I know I'm going to be able to continue to do that even more, you know, so I'm very proud of it.
What's that term? I don't know. I'm having a huge brain fart right now. What's it called when you live forever? What's that called?
Immortal?
Yeah, I don't know how. I can't think of the word immortal technique.
Immortality.
Yeah. I was watching Mortal Kombat for like 5 minutes last night. And I just had to turn it off. I couldn't do it.
I think it's
I
called
used to
Mortal
love Mortal
Kombat.
I used to love Mortal Kombat.
Oh, yeah. Man, yeah, me too. I used to when I was young.
But what I was saying was like, what you just mentioned that you want to live on forever, those like teachings and stuff like that, those seeds that you planted, dog, that's like a way that you're living immortal. Immortality from like your work and due diligence, dog, and having a positive effect on people, bro. That's immortality in a way.
Man, yeah, it is. It's your legacy. Dang, yeah. You're right.
Okay, last question.
Hey, no worries.
If you could sit down with your 18-year-old self, right, what would you say? Think back when you was 18, bro, like what you had going on.
If I was talking to 18-year-old Byrd, I'd tell him that, one, get into the word a lot sooner.
Right.
Start your walk a lot sooner because God knows if I'd started my walk a lot sooner, I would have never made as many mistakes as I made, you know, coming up. And the rest will just blossom from that. I'll let him know that he's not alone and that the decision he makes today isn't the end of the world if it's the wrong one. I was always afraid to make that wrong decision when I was young. Damn. And at times, I just chose not to make a decision at all, which is the wrong answer. You know, whether it's afraid to take that commitment to Morris Hill College to play football, or it's the concern of leaving Chester County Sheriff's Office to go to Mecklenburg County Sheriff's Office, or to work at Catawba Nuclear Power Plant, whatever it may be. Just make that decision, and I promise you, it'll work out in your favor if you take that step forward with Christ. You know, so it took me 35 years to learn that. So
me a little longer.
I wish you.
Like, we here, bro.
We here.
It's a miracle, dog. And with that being said, you know, you told me you gonna deploy coming up in September, right? Mm-hmm. And the look that I gave you, dog. You know what I'm saying? Just, you know, Godspeed, brother, for real.
Oh, thank you. Hey, when I get back, we'll do another podcast.
Yeah, we should. What was that?
Before and after.
Hey, if you want to, we can talk about this out there. But what was that retreat you was talking about?
Retreat?
The guys' retreat that you're doing before you go?
Yeah.
Was that just like you and some other people doing?
Oh, you're more than welcome invited. It's
what's
friends,
up with that?
family. We're just going to take something to Virginia Beach. And we want to turn it into almost like a men's gathering. We're going to... I'm not going to try to... it's going to be Christ driven. That's what we want to do. Mm-hmm. And it's not like a Vegas type of trip. We out here, you know, sowing our oats. Nah, we actually want to sit there and see if we can actually plant some seeds. Address some of the younger people in our family, some of the younger friends that we might have, and you know, and we want to build something from here. You know,
legacy, dog.
Yeah, legacy. You know, because I think the youth nowadays, they're struggling with transitioning from boys to men. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Like, now, I'm not saying that you become a man because your finances and stuff are in order. That's not what I'm saying. But I feel like they're lacking simple things like how to deal with my finances and things of that nature. So I just want to get together, talk to the youth, talk to the older, let the older generation talk to the younger generation. And like we say, if it turns into something big, we're going to make it become an annual thing, and we'll see if we can invite more and more people and see if we can make it grow. But
Yo, and then plus like with the connections that I have and I'm gaining, dog, like we need to have a program set in place to teach these young kids. If they ain't gonna do it in the public school system or whatnot, dog, we have to come together as parents.
yeah,
And just we know people that can educate people on this. So let's just get together, sit down, bounce ideas and brainstorm, dog, and it can be done.
yeah,
There's nothing stopping us now.
No,
We have the information, we have the production, and we're motivated through Christ. So it's undeniable.
yeah. Let's get it while we still can. I.e., like I need to learn how to farm.
Yeah. Oh, you serious about that?
Yeah, man.
I'm looking forward to it. Dog, when I got back from the gym earlier, I looked out there in my garden.
What?
I was like, man, I ain't planting no garden and shit, dog. I ain't gonna have time for that. But then I got to thinking about the purple Cherokee tomatoes, dog.
Oh,
I got at least
good?
have me a couple tomato plants in the backyard, dog.
Man,
It's a lot of work, bro. It's a lot of work maintaining. It's fun. You get you a tiller, handle your business, you dig it up. It's fun, dog. It's like really fun. It's hard work, but it's fun.
See, I need that.
But when you got to maintain it,
Yeah.
you got to schedule. You got to go do something. You got to plan ahead, and you got to know that you can't just up and run and go do stuff. You got to actually spend time with the garden. You got to take care of it, dog.
See, all
You
mine
gotta- you
died.
gotta-
Everything. Every tomato, every green bean, every melon.
Yeah, man. I'm gonna give you some tips and tricks, dog. I for real, dog. I gets down, dog. I love it, man.
Yeah.
Like my great granddaddy had a farm, dog, over there, like back towards Zinkler. What I was talking about when my
Okay.
cousin saw the alien.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
Yeah, dog. Like my great granddaddy, dog, Jacob Chisholm had a bunch of land out there, dog.
Bro.
I'm trying to figure out what happened with him. Apparently, he was found on a hoe rake. Apparently, the mules got spooked and he was found dead on like the
What?
blaze of the hoe rake.
God.
So I'm gonna look into that. No, I'm not playing, dog.
God.
Dog, I just, like a lot of stuff happening back in the day we don't know about.
We don't know
dog.
about. Yeah.
And it's the past, but I just like to know because, like, dog, my granddaddy had a freaking farm, dog. Like
Yeah.
the Chisholms did some stuff around here, dog. Like,
Where that farm at? Where that farm go? Somebody sold it?
bro, it's a whole thing, dog. It's a whole situation, dog. And man, like during the conversation I had at Brattonville, we got to go. Me and Wally Cathcart, I had mentioned to him, I was like, so how did you get to school? Willie Mason Chisholm, dog, like my great cousin, he bought buses to go pick up the black kids and take them to Emmett Scott to school.
What?
He also built like clean drinking water, like an irrigation system on Crawford Road, so people could drink water. And I just found out about this within the past year. So I'm like, yo,
crazy.
so my relative, one of my ancestors, did these great things in my community, and I didn't know about it.
Yo, that's crazy.
So I'm carrying the torch, bro.
Is this the white side of the family or the black side of the family?
Black.
Well, that's so awesome.
Yeah, it's
And
crazy.
you know both sides? History from both sides?
That's
you
the
said
thing.
You said Scotland for the white side and
Yeah, and then like I'm 60% Nigerian and 40% Scottish
okay.
per like ancestry DNA or whatever. But yeah, dog, like I should have known that.
Yeah.
People should know that.
That means something.
Yeah, I'm not like trying to like brag on the Chisholm
No,
name.
no.
It's like,
Yeah.
one of my ancestors did something great, so I have to set my bar, the standard of my bar, to excellence and beyond,
Yeah.
so I can
Yeah.
carry the torch and help my community, dog. It's my purpose and my duty, dog.
That's right.
So he ain't do all that in vain. I ain't playing video games and drinking, calling people drunk. Like, no, I'm talking to people about real stuff during conversations that can help the community, dog.
Yeah.
It's amazing what God can do. Any final words for the audience, man? I hope y'all take something out of this.
Yeah,
man.
I hope so too. Yeah, so say what?
Yeah, if you got any final
Yeah,
words.
so my final words is just is for the youth out there, man. It's one, if you want to serve, but also, man, any decision that you make, any choice that you make, always place the Lord first. And just know that for those people out there that are struggling, man, it's never too late. You're not alone. And situations, do not seek a permanent solution for a temporary, issue, situation, because
Right.
that being said, I got one more word for you though before we go. Man, I know I said it before. Thank you for this opportunity.
Thank you.
But also, I want to say that what you're creating right now is a safe space to talk. And if you need me to help this thing grow any more than you need it to grow, man, I'm here, man. Because I think this is great.
Thank you. And I do want to do like a partner with the Army or whatever we can do. We're going to definitely talk.
Yeah.
Not right now because we got to shoot to the school to get our daughters. But yeah. And it was something I was going to say, dog, but it slipped my mind. So y'all just again, peace and love, adapting the hug. Stay tuned. I got some good stuff coming out. And yeah. Appreciate you.
Yeah, thank you.
This has been a Lyrical Miracle LLC production.